have the most amazing sighting for you. First of all, look at this incredible hyena with its milky blind right eye. Absolutely incredible, and it's glancing up because we have found ourselves in a position with two incredible leopards. It's only my second time seeing them, and our picture is very, very unstable, so I can't change the position that we're in. This is Salayexe, and it is an incredible honor to introduce her to lots and lots of you. She's only been seen, I think, once on our live safaris. Salayexe sleeping off a very full belly, and up in the branches of the tree above her head is her cub Tiyani. I don't think Tiyani's ever been seen before on these live safaris. Unfortunately, it's very, very tricky to get a view of her. I'm compulsively pressing the brake because I'm scared the car's going to move too much and we're going to lose picture. But we're just going to stick around here. I'm really, really hoping that we can keep this visual for you, because this is her, I think she's now 14-month-old female cub. We suspect the offspring of the Anderson male. Oh, it's just so incredible. I'm so, so glad that the picture came back for you so that you were able to enjoy this scene. I know that the view of this particular leopard up in the branches isn't fantastic. Take my word for it that she is absolutely incredibly beautiful. It looks like she's eating a steenbok. I can't be 100% sure. It is... Hello! Just saying hello to the other vehicle coming into the sighting. It looks like she's eating a steenbok, and then her mom resting on that side of on the bottom of the tree. Sorry guys, I'm distracted because one of the other vehicle needs to come around us, and I just need to speak to him. Okay, he's found his way around. So, it's my second time seeing Salayexe, and my first time seeing her face properly, and I think for most of you this will have come as quite the surprise. What's interesting about this sighting is that Salayexe is pushing further and further into Shadow's territory. We are on the western boundary of Arathusa, and that perhaps, or this perhaps, is one of the reasons why we're seeing Shadow. Oh, look at that. Giving us a view of her face for the first time. Oh, such an exhausted cat. And resting her head back down again. It's exhausting business digesting. And I'm really hoping there are lots and lots of people that are waiting to enjoy this sighting. I'm really hoping that Tiyani, her cub, and the name, by the way, means the brave one, or brave one. I'm hoping that Tiyani does give us a slightly better view. I have seen her before. One point she looked as when I went on a game drive with some friends of mine. She was just incredibly frustrated by the presence of the hyena having stolen her kill. Brian, while we look at our leopard cub up in the tree, you're wondering what age it is that they can first climb the trees. And the answer is probably around between 6 to 8 weeks that they start clambering up. But they probably can climb even earlier than that, just not with much grace or security. But at around 6 to 8 weeks old, which is why we start to view them at 2 months of age, when they are competent tree climbers, we start to watch them so that we know that they can get up out of the reach of predators such as the hyena. Now at 14 months of age, apparently Salayexe's cub Tiyani, they're already showing signs of independence. The story... You can hear a pearl-spotted owl somewhere. The story goes that she caught, or at least she killed, an impala at 9 months of age. That's an incredibly impressive tale. It's not a pearl-spotted owlet either. It's a drongo, by the way, imitating a pearl-spotted owlet, the whistling that we're hearing. But yes, she is rumoured to be an incredible leopard cub. I haven't, of course, spent much time with her, but my friends who have spent, well, they've watched her grow up. They've watched her the entire duration of her life. Apparently she is truly an amazing leopard cub. And I'm really hoping that with the slight shift, ever so slight shift in territory that's pushed Salayexe and Tiyani further away from Elephant Plains and Shirley's and a bit more into Arathusa, I'm hoping that we might get to see more of her, particularly as she starts to get to the point that she is independent from Salayexe, which will be in the next few months, and perhaps she will establish herself a territory somewhere where we can watch her and get to know her. I know you can't see her face. You'll have to take my word from it that she seems to have inherited her mother's eyes. From when I saw her when it was dark for the first time, but she looked as though she's got that sort of deep blue glint to them. And tucking into that kill with absolute relish. It's certainly been an interesting experience getting here, and we do find ourselves at a very interesting angle. But the added bonus, of course, is that hyena that we've been watching. And what an incredible looking individual that hyena is. Beautiful hyena, really beautiful. Dark in colour, the spotted hyena. They have such incredibly poor reputations. An amazingly fierce intelligence behind those brown eyes, waiting its turn patiently for the potential of any scraps falling to the ground. And we have to give... It's a piece of fur and skin. Not very appetizing. But a hyena, not one to scoff at the scraps, has decided to vacuum that up, performing a valuable cleaning service in the bush. Guys, unfortunately it's taken us, we've actually been in the sighting for quite a while. It's just taken a long time for us to find a spot where we have picture, which means that unfortunately we actually can't stay for too much longer. So we're going to keep watching for a little bit longer, and then we're going to have to pull out. Tiyani's looking right at me, but I can't change my angle without moving and losing our picture. She's licking her paws though, so she may well come down. Let's just give it a few more minutes. Just a few. Come on, girl. Come down and show us what you look like. Resting on narrow branches. It's a very tricky tree that they've managed to hoist this kill into. But what that means is that it's protected from any birds of prey that might be looking to scavenge. I think it actually might be an Inyala, judging by the white fur, the white stripes on the fur. I think it might have been an Inyala kill. So she's licking her paws, cleaning away the residue of the kill, and I'm hoping that might mean she's going to come down. Come on, girl. Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Here she comes. Here she comes. Making her way down. And Fiona, even 2 against 1, even 2 against 1, no. The leopard will not attack the hyena. They very, very seldom do. Even a big male leopard, of which Tiyani is not yet, she's never going to be a male, but she's not yet big enough to attack. Leopards generally don't risk attacking a predator that is much, much heavier than them. Oh, here she comes. Going to greet Mom. Yes. This was worth waiting for. go. Giving Mom a gentle clean. Ah, this is so wonderful. A station on standby for Salayexe and Tiyani for Jamie. What's your position? Okay, copy. Make your way. Let me know when you're at the 2-track in and I'll pull out for you. It's with them. We've still got a bit of time. Look at her picking the ticks off Mom's neck. Mother and daughter portrait. This is absolutely stunning. This is the kind of... everybody loves seeing new leopards and our familiar leopard characters. Oh, she's a big girl. She's a very big girl. Just over a year old. There's that view of her face. Giving herself a good grooming session. Oh guys, I'm really sorry. Oh, awesome. Well done, Dave. Giving us a really good view of Tiyani's face. Guys, I am really sorry. I know you are sending through questions. As you can imagine, I'm in the middle. I'm in the bottom of a river system. So I can't actually hear your questions. But what we'll do is when I... Oh, have you got some fur in your mouth by any chance, girl? What we'll do is when I get out of this, then I will be able to hear your questions a little bit better. And I will be able to answer them. But for now, unfortunately, I can't hear Rebecca. So I know, Terry Steele, that you've asked a question, and I'm sorry. I can't quite hear exactly what it is. But I promise I will answer when I've got slightly better communication. Leopards are actually a little bit more fastidious than lions in terms of their cleanliness. They're still creatures that are filled with parasites and bacteria, but they do a good job of cleaning themselves off. Almost identical images here. Mother and daughter. I'm so glad that we did get to share this with you. I was so worried we wouldn't have signal. And my foot that's on the brake is now starting to shake, so I'm just going to take it off. Please don't let us lose signal. Okay, we seem to be okay. Phew. That was worrying. Using that barbed tongue to rake deep into the fur to clean away whatever she can. Very, very important that she doesn't get a build-up of any dead material, flesh or dirt, in those cloth sheaths that could risk jamming up the claw itself or blunting the claw, which of course is such a crucial part of a leopard's arsenal. A snoozing leopard. There we go, another view of her face. She keeps hiding away every time we go to have a look at her. It just goes to show, you never know where your live safari is going to take you. Certainly nobody expected when we set off this afternoon that we would be enjoying time spent with Salayexe and her cub. So, the sort of truce that predators have reached in a large way, the fact that the leopards are content to sleep so peacefully and soundly with a hyena just below them on the sand. There's the hyena there. There we go. So you can just get an idea of the distance between the three of them. And you can actually get an idea of the comparison of size. Look at the size of the hyena's body, and then have a look at the leopards. Hyenas are heavier, they're bulkier, they've got stronger jaws. It's not worth a leopard involving themselves in a fight. Neither species want to risk injury, and at this point there's no point to it. The kill is up in the tree, the hyena's waiting for scraps, and the leopards know that for now their kill is safe. An awesome image from the African bush, accompanied to the soundtrack of fork-tailed drongos serenading us all. The unfortunate thing is that it's time for us to leave. One last look at the beautiful face of Tiyani and her mother Salayexe, and then it is time for us to leave. So while we extricate ourselves from the tricky position that we're in, one last goodbye, we're going to send you back across to Steph. I do hope you have enjoyed these two incredible cats.